Hi guys, this tutorial is for Laura Lovelace. I'm going to show her what I do with my stick pins and also the paper bags. These stick pins were this color. I use nail polish remover, which I put in a cup like this. And what I do is I just take the stick pin and just little twirl it around in here some. And what's going to happen is that paint, it's going to kind of get funny looking, and I'm just going to be able to kind of just peel it off. And I try not to leave it soaking in here too long, only because I know that these are beads that are glued on top of each other and it just might fall apart. So you see what happens to it? See how it gets? Take the little thingy here and I'll just wipe around. And then the rest I can just scrape it right off with my nail. And this is how I get them to this color. And then, okay, anyway, you guys have the idea. And I'm just gonna work with one that I usually take nail polish or whatever and just color it. So this is the colors, and that's this color nail polish that I use. And then I have the purple color. And again, what I do is remove the color, because if I don't and I'm going to go paint it with any other color, then it's going to look kind of funny like that. This one I intentionally left it like that because I like that little lines in there. But, so then what I do is, you can just leave it, like I said, take the color off and just use it like that. But I'm just going to, I just put nail polish, colored it with nail polish. And I usually let it sit overnight, let it dry up and whatnot. And I'll drop some glossy accent on it. And I'll just twirl it all around, just so that I can cover it evenly. I usually have like a little brush here, but I don't know what I do with it. So I'm just going to use my finger, guys. So once I have it completely covered with the glossy accent, which I normally don't use my finger, I do use a little brush that I have. I just want to make sure it's all over there. And now I just take this and I'll just pour it on. And I'll shake off the excess. And here's some more to put on there. And now I'll just let it dry. Once it's dry, I'll go ahead and brush glossy accent on it again. And that's what I do with my stick pins. Some of them I'll just leave plain like this, and I like using the micro beads. That's what they're called. So you see how cute that is? This is the multicolor one. I don't know where I got this one from, honestly. But I do have some that I picked up. It might have been from last year Ranger Warehouse sale. Not sure. But that's what I do. And there goes my stick pin, guys. And I'll just like I said, I'll let it sit there overnight. Okay, cover up my glossy accent. Then I'll take, and this is from the glue sticks. I just usually save them. And I do have the thing where you can just pour it in and pour it out, but this is me. I try to make everything in my craft room useful. Then when I get tired, I dump it. I find it easier to pour it right out of here. These micro beads, this multicolor one is really pretty. Okay, so that's how I do my stick pins that look like that. And you see I have these, I'm taking off the green color. It's completely off. And then once you've put it like in the nail polish remover, you can seriously look. It just like kind of peels right off. And again, like I said, don't leave it soaking in there too long, only because I know that this is glued on. You see how it comes right off? You see that? Just slip it right off. Alright, so enough of my stick pins. Okay. Let me show you my paper bags, how I do those. Let me put this over here. So, until that stick pin's dried. Micro bead dries up good on that. Okay. I use a 12 by 12 paper. Need my scoreboard. And I'm going to use one of the papers from this paper pad. It is from Colorbach. And it's Nightingale. And I pulled out some sheets before. Let me see. I'm trying to do too many things here at once, guys. Because I was also putting, trying to wrap my laces so I can store them. Oh, you know what? While I'm showing you this, I went to, I think it's called General Dollar. And look how cute these doilies they have. You get 2 of them for $1. And I'm just going to cut, like, the middle one out and then probably, I don't know what I'll do with the pieces just to add them on when I make some flowers or something. But I got it like in that light cream color, and I also got it in the white color. So you see how pretty that is? And you get 2 of them for $1. So I picked up 2 in the cream color and 1 in the white. Okay, so this is my 12 by 12 paper. And this is from Colorbach, and it's Nightingale. So what I do is I score at 5, and then I score again at 10. So once I do that, see the lines there? I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh, there it goes. 5, and then at 10 again. So I'll fold it. And this is how it looks like once I have it folded. I score it at 5 and 10. And then I'll turn it this way on my scoreboard. So it's on your scoreboard looking like this. And I'll score at 1 inch. Sometimes I score at 1.5. It all depends. And then that's what it looks like. You see it right here. And then I'll take it and I'll just fold it, whatever. Now you see how the white shows there? So usually what I'll do is I'll just fold it to the other side just to make sure that it's not showing. Okay, so let me get my scoreboard off of here. So at this portion down here where it's scored at the 1 inch, I'll add glue. And I like to use my glue sticks, guys. And I'll just make sure I have enough glue there. You can use the Elmer's glue, the wet glue, but I like using the glue sticks. Whatever you guys are comfortable working with, you know. So now, once I added the glue there, I take this piece and fold it over. So now it looks like this. And now I'll add glue on this strip here. And usually, you know, I kind of goofed here because usually I like to cut it first, like with the trimming scissors, the edgers, whatever you call them. And then I'll add the glue because then it's kind of hard to cut. So once I've done that, I'll glue it down. Now I'll take this flap here and I'll add glue on there. But again, I didn't trim it, so I'm going to do it now, and I'll show you why I like to cut it first, then add the glue, because it gets kind of all mushy. I don't know. So it's easier if you just cut. Here, I'll show you. Like this side, you can just run it right through. And you can cut the paper size to get the smaller bag. I usually do the 12 by 12, or I'll do the 8 by 8, or 7 by 6. It all depends the size of the bag that you want. Now, I can just leave it like this. My bag is already done, guys. You see how quick that was? See that? Bag's already done. You can also do your punch circle here and just do like make sure you centered it right. I'm just going by the eye, and just do that little loop cut there. That's up to you. You can just leave it plain or just... And that's my bag. You see? It's done. Quick. 1, 2, 3. So again, you score at 5, you score at 10, you turn it to the side, you score at 1 inch, and then before you apply your glue, you make sure you trim it. I think I have time to do another one with you guys, and I'll show you again. Just grab another piece of paper. I'm going to use this one here. Okay, there goes again my paper, 12 by 12. And cutting board, the scoreboard, hello. And again, I score at 5 inches. And I score again at 10 inches. So you see the score lines? I'll take it and I fold and what I like to do is just to make sure that because even if I score at 5, I just like to press it against the edge here, just to make sure that my fold comes out completely even. Hopefully it did. And that's what it should look like when you do your 5 and 10 score. Okay, then I turn it sideways on my scoreboard, and I score again at 1 inch. And there goes my 1 inch score on the bottom. And I'll cut, like I said, I normally cut first with the edgers, because it's much easier to cut right through than when it's wet with the glue. I hope I make sense, guys. Okay, so there it goes. I have it cut on both ends, see? And again, with the glue, where I scored at 1 inch, which this is what it looks like when you have it open. This is the bottom portion. Right up from here to this end, I'll add glue. Just make sure you get the corners pretty good. And then I'll just take and fold this side only. And then now on this side here, I'll add some more glue. And again, just making sure that you guys do the corners really good with glue. So now I have the glue here, and I'll close it. And the reason why you want to add glue at the bottom, because when you fold it up, if you don't add the glue, it's going to stay open, and you don't want to be gluing it at that point. So now it's all sealed. Now I'll add glue again on this portion here. And again, adding plenty of glue, make sure that it closes properly. And that's it. My bag is done, guys.